The U.S. is the #1 leading trash producer in the world with 1,609 pounds per person per year. Landfills are also a growing problem because if we don't do anything about them, they won't go away. I took an environmental science class last semester, which really opened up my eyes to all of the pollution that we are putting off into the world and just the huge improvement that recycling has already done for the world. First, I'm going to talk about the issue of landfills, then I'm going to talk about how we can improve the issue, then I'm going to talk about the difference that recycling is already making. Landfills are a huge issue today, and it's because the waste that is thrown in there is not biodegradable. Things like plastic, styrofoam, and electronics can take up to hundreds and hundreds of years to decompose. The waste can become smelly and can put off pollution, which is bad for the environment and the wildlife. The landfills are usually located near bodies of water, which is bad because as things begin to decompose, they begin to release toxins, which contaminate the soil and the water. There are two different kinds of landfills, lined and unlined. The unlined ones are older, but both of them will have seepage. Now that you are aware of the problem, what can you do to help? According to the EPA, just by recycling, we can reduce our carbon footprint, which can then stop climate change and save the environment. Recycling can also reduce the amount of products that need to be manufactured, which can then reduce the amount of pollution emitted into the air. According to ecosalon.com, there are certain things that can and can't be recycled. Things like plastic bottles, you should take off the cap before recycling it and throw them in separately. Then things like paints and cleaning products that you keep around your house should be taken to a special dumping site along with electronics and car batteries. And then things like paper, plastic, and cans can just be thrown into the bin. Things that can't be recycled are like pizza boxes and plastic bags because of the food contamination, wrapping paper like at Christmas time that can't be recycled, and wet paper can't be recycled due to the fact that when it gets wet, the fibers expand. Recycling has already made a huge difference in the world. Recycling has already reduced the number of materials that needs to be reproduced, which then has led to a reduction in industrial pollution. Recycling has also decreased pollution, which then means the fact that the greenhouse gases are not really emitted into the air anymore. In 2005, we avoided 48 million metric tons of pollution through recycling. By recycling, we can reduce the pressure on forestry and mining so that by not producing as many materials, we don't need to cut down as many forests or take over as many areas for mining, which then can save the environment and save the wildlife living in the environment. Just by recycling 1 ton of paper can save 17 trees and 7,000 gallons of water. According to the EPA, by recycling we can also lower the pressure on landfills. Just last year, 130 million metric cubic yards of waste was diverted from landfills to recycling centers. In conclusion, by recycling, we can make the world a much healthier and cleaner place. Individuals can make a huge difference. For example, just by recycling 1 plastic bottle a year, each U.S. person can keep 320 million bottles out of landfills.